starts to feel a lot more. There are many things that influence truck's air drag, but basically if you have high air drag, you have high consumption, because all the air that sticks in front of our truck will actually be additional weight that we need to carry around.
Yeah.
So if you want to save energy, lowering the air drag is the key, and I would always want our truck to have that low flat roof because it looks cool, and higher the trailer you have in the tow, even better. It looks amazing. Maybe a little bit these Michelin men, like 5 of them, all the extra lights, all that, maybe a bull bar, all that, and you're always saying that don't do it. Why not?
Because it doesn't sound like you're the one paying for the diesel in this truck.
Yeah.
It looks cool, yes, for sure, but maybe on a static truck show.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much for driving.
Yeah.
Goes against everything we try to accomplish within Volvo, I would say.
Yeah. So we have now a high cab. This is the Globetrotter XL. I think from the cab heights, the low roof, the flat roof is like the worst of them all.
Yeah.
Then I think the normal Globetrotter height with a standard Euro trailer is probably the best we have. We have a little bit compromised, and we have now the Globe XL because we need to be carrying a lot of filming equipment and all kinds of stuff, and we have these extra seats in this truck. So we have a little bit compromised, but this is not all bad. We have removed the sun visor. Some people like it, some people don't, but that's clearly an advantage, because basically we want that additional weight to escape to all directions without any interruption.
We don't want to push it in front of the cab all the time.
So one of the very crucial areas is the top part, because that's where the air is being pushed to the trailer top, and if you start installing stuff in there, like this Michelin man, it starts to
you're pretty much inhibiting the flow of
So we could now a little bit test this. I will just put this out, and I can feel that it is quite high restriction.
And that's just a small model. The ones that are on the rooftops are like double the size already.
I will now increase the speed to 90 and see if you install the stuff to the upper part and drive faster. It starts to feel a lot more. It's actually, it feels like, and I think theoretically it's like 30% more force when we increase from.
You can see it in your arm movements that you have to push back.
It's quite significant difference, and now we also got into the impact of speed to the air drag, but if we take that a little bit later, but we just talk about these accessories, cab size and the truck specification. I think the flat roof with high trailer looks really cool, but the fact is that it could be, if the high trailer, low roof compared to the Globetrotter XL and correct installation, air deflector on the rooftop, that could be 5% difference in fuel without any of those accessories. Then we start putting the extra lights, Michelin men, the horns, I love them. Put all that to the flat roof.
Warning lights, that maybe you mentioned already.
Then we put the sun visor there. Those together 3 to 4% more.
It starts adding up.
And then we have this aero front. We have the arms instead of traditional mirrors with cameras in them. I think that's 3 to 4%. And if we add this all up, the flat roof, all the bells and whistles, flat front, no air deflector compared to this truck, it could be up to 10%. And that is, when you drive this truck in a long haul operation, 2 to 3 liters of fuel per every 100 kilometers. So if you drive 500 kilometer a day, that's 10 to 15 liters of fuel per day added. The cool looks, which I love.
Yeah.
But then,
are you willing to pay for those?
Yeah,
cool
but then
looks?
then does it make sense? That's another thing. So if we want to save energy, then definitely get rid of them. If you want to win prizes in truck festivals, then probably you need to install this, but it comes with a cost.
Yeah.
And yeah, if it's 10 to 15 liters a day, it's you drive 5 days a week. That's 50 to 75 liters per week.
Yeah.
And you can probably put €100 price tag, which is added fuel consumption, do all that. So it's something to think about.
And that's just for 1 week.
And that's why Dieter has told me that I need to keep this inside the cab.
Exactly.